called Dooku Jedi Lost by Cavan. This book talks about how Dooku turns into a Sith in his past life. It's actually written in play format where they have lines of people. For example, on this page it says Dooku, 17 years old. So it's when he was 17 years old and talking. And so this book is very interesting, and the way it's told makes it even more interesting. It isn't given information from someone that's all-knowing and narrating. It's given information from the characters. And it's kind of it's kind of related to the main Star Wars movies, but it's more of a fan fiction. And the main character seems to be Asajj Ventress, despite what it says on the cover. Because the whole world in this book is seen through her point of view. She's looking at Dooku's previous holo journals, which is basically an online journal, and there's some of Dooku's flashbacks too, to his past, and showing what happened before. He was taken by the Jedi at an early age to train to be a Jedi. But one day he went back for celebration, and he seemed to recognize the main Count's daughter. So he went over to her and they talked. And then Dooku saw a statue of a monster, touched it, and then an earthquake happened. The father came over to see if his daughter was all right, and then saw Dooku, recognizing him as his son that was taken away. He called him a freak. Dooku was very shocked by this. And he also learned that he would inherit lots of power. Maybe. He later got an obsession with ancient Sith artifacts, because a master that he was friends with, mission was to recover these and find out its secrets, so then they could fight against the Sith if they were ever to return. Since Dooku was so powerful in the Force, he kept struggling between light and dark. If you watch the Star Wars movies, then you probably know that he became dark. But you can see in this book how that happened. It also talks about him and his apprentice, Qui-Gon Jinn, who in turn apprentices Obi-Wan, and then Obi-Wan's apprentice was Anakin Skywalker, and also Luke Skywalker. So that leads into the main movies. More about the main character, Asajj Ventress. She was actually a child with the Force on a planet, I can't exactly remember what, but I'm pretty sure it was on the outer rim, not within the main empire. And there was a Jedi banished to there. It doesn't explain why this Jedi was banished, but the Jedi was banished to there. And so the Jedi decided to train her as a Jedi. And then one day, an attack happened and her master died. She was taken in by a slave owner, which I forgot to mention, she was already a slave originally, which the Jedi had taken her from. And she was put into a pit to fight other people. Dooku found her and took her as an apprentice, but he was very abusive and used Force Sith lightning on her to hurt her whenever she did anything a little bit wrong. So, in this book, her main mission is to save his sister, because he loves his sister. And when he saves her, she refuses to cooperate with him. So, because he's 2 turns to the dark side, he kills her. It's very cruel. I'll leave the rest for you to find out in this book. It's very interesting and intriguing. It's about Dooku and the Asajj Ventress. It's kind of like a 2-in-1. In this one, you can see Dooku has a blue lightsaber because he never got another lightsaber because Yoda let him keep his old one. So it kind of looks cool because it's blue and red. And also, she isn't that bad. It's mostly like Dooku that's bad. And yet she still has a red lightsaber. So it's kind of swapped. Kind of strange. But this is a very interesting and intriguing book. And I recommend this for maybe 5th grade and up, 4th grade and up. Because I think it might be harder to understand in the format it's written in. And yeah, thank you for listening. Happy reading.